What is going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of The Naturals. And as you can tell by the title, we're going to be focusing on corners today. From now on with this series, I'm going to be highlighting each episode something that I think you guys will find useful, whether it be corners, shooting, skill moves, stuff like that. So let me know down in the comments section below with what you want to see in specific for FIFA 17, and I'll get that out to you guys as soon as I can. But anyways, as you can see, we're opening packs. All this is from the deluxe version of FIFA. In the first pack, I got 2 decent BPL players, and then I get Martial on loan. So the BPL side of my squad is really starting to form, and that's going to be really important for our club as we go up through the seasons and progress each division. So stand by for that. But as you can see, we get Dempsey here in this pack, Gibson, another BPL player, and then a ton of contracts and just stuff that we can use throughout our time in FIFA that will become useful down the road. So now we get into our informed loan pack, and we pull this Argentinian left mid. He looks decent. I mean, I might use him once or twice, but probably not too much. I mean, obviously he's a loan, so I can't use him that much. Anyways, we are looking here at our Bundesliga squad, the only squad that we have basically on in my club so far. But just making sure that everyone's fitness level is high and the right people should be in there. I have that left wing from Portugal in just because he had something dangerous from the team that I felt like I was missing in the game that we lost. But looking at my opponent's team, I can tell it's Spanish, obviously. 4-4-2 is, I feel like, a little prehistoric at this point. Again, he's using the loan, James Rodriguez. I mean, we've seen a ton of my opponents do that, and just he hasn't been an impact player. And I feel like saving your loan players for when it's crunch time is the best way to do it. But anyways, getting on to the game, as you can see, have some nice possession, some nice wall passes coming up right here. Stand by. Alright, here we go. Nice wall passes, and then he cracks it using the power shot to put that back post. And man, he smashed that. That was nice to see. So it's really, I mean, I'm really excited about how this FIFA is turning out to be so far, just because the runs that the players make are so much better. But as you can tell, he scores a 90th minute, just kind of blunder goal, and I was just pissed off at this. Like, I mean, come on. He tied it off that, and that was heartbreaking for the boys. So we tie that game, get a good amount of coins because of the catalog. Again, I'm gonna say it for you guys who are returning. I'm gonna say it. Hopefully you've done it already. But that puts us on 4 points in the division. But as you guys can tell, I'm just going through my squad, just making sure everyone's on the highest fitness levels and subbing people in. But I want to take this time to now talk to you guys about the real technique I use in FIFA Ultimate Team. It's kind of based off of a levels system, I guess you could say, with my squads and how I take my squads to different levels. It's kind of hard to, basically I just boost up my squads. So right now you start at the very bottom and you kind of work your way up, but you slowly have to do this. So for example, I mean, with our squad right now, I have a pretty basic Bundesliga team so I need to be looking ahead to the next level, because in about 2 divisions these players are just going to be garbage and I'm not going to be able to compete. So I'm beginning to start to look at some BPL options, because I know the BPL, while it doesn't have the best players in the game, it has the most solid players in the game, and that would link up with each other. So as you can see, I'm starting to look at how much BPL players cost overall, and because I know eventually I'm gonna want to get over to the BPL because that league has so many options to go with. But with that, I'm not gonna go for a massive team, like the best team in the BPL right away. I'm gonna kind of start with something like I've done in the Bundesliga so far, with a low-level team, but players that are better than the Bundesliga players and that can still do damage in the higher to mid divisions, like 8 through 5, basically. A good way to look at the levels concept that I'm talking about is just thinking about, you want to have a 4-star team basically through division 10 to 8. Then from 8 to about 5, you want a 4.5-star rated team. Up at the top right corner, that's what I'm talking about, the rating. And then from division 5 to about 3, you want a 5-star team that's decent, and then from then on, like the Division 3 to 1, you want obviously a 5-star team, but that's amazing. So we're gonna get more into that in the series, but we're gonna crack on. As you can see, I'm gonna show there was my first corner. I don't know if you guys could tell where I was putting that marker, but it's kind of the in between the penalty dot and the front post, or the front corner of the 6-yard box. That's really where you want to be aiming for. We go up 1-0 in this game. It was a good game, but he just made a lot of mistakes at the back, and it was pretty easy to pass through him. But getting back to the corners, really shooting between the PK dot and the corner of the front post 6-yard box, if that makes sense. So the closest corner to the corner that you're taking and the PK dot. As you can see, like I'm kind of trying to get it right in that area. But you also have to get the power up right. So it's probably about 1 to 1.5 bars of power to get into that area, and you'll be winning headers with people that you don't think you should be winning headers with, and at least gives you a chance. And you don't always have to shoot right off the corners too, and that's something I've learned. You can pass it off the corner. So if you cross it in and say your center back wins it, you can pass it, press X or A on the Xbox, and it normally goes to one of your guys, and it's not too far of a finish from there. So, and as you can tell, he just scored, and that was a little disheartening. But I mean, I think 9 out of 10 corners, I'm getting my head on it. I haven't really scored off one yet. Well, I guess there I did, but but I mean, I'm giving myself a chance every time. And I mean, this guy Choupo-Moting, he's by no means like a major header of the ball. It's not like he's John Terry or Gary Cahill or someone like that, or Puyol, or someone that should be winning headers every time. I mean, he's like a left mid. So that's what I'm talking about with that. We'll go through it more. As you can tell, I'm making my subs on the Bundesliga team. I bring in Sane, who actually packed. He is from the BPL, but he's German, so that kind of worked out well. I'm mixing around my team so that the striker that's going to get a dead link to him actually has a strong link, so it kind of works out for that person still being on 10 chem. And then make sure I put a German center mid there so that he at least gets 7 chem, which I mean it's not that bad. Like as you guys will tell in this upcoming game, it plays fine, so I wouldn't worry too much if your players are on 7 chem. Obviously you want to shoot for the 10, but it's not that big of a deal. So looking at my opponent's team, I mean, I would call this like a level, probably Division 7 to 5 level team. Like, and as you can tell, it's 4.5 stars. So this is the type of team that you want to be building for those divisions. And I know it's going to be tough with the coins, but you guys can find a way to do it, especially if you get that catalog. So go in and do it. Here's my first corner of the game. I mean, it's just a dangerous area. That was the first one where I didn't get my head to it, but you force the keeper to punch it out, and most of the time you're going to maintain possession in that case. Again here, the runs that these players make are just, I'm just so happy about it. Even though he didn't score on that, it's okay, because eventually it goes in. Just putting the ball in the danger area, that's what you want to do. And again, the power shots are the way to go. Finessing, absolutely garbage. So there's a corner where he scored on me, and that's Rafinha. He put it into the area that I'm talking about. Basically, he put that one on the PK dot, but Rafinha won it, man. Like, he should not be winning that. Showing another corner, I get my head to it. So right in that area that you can see my marker going on, that's where you want to be putting the ball. I mean, just dangerous things happen when you put it in this area. So I would shoot for that, guys. Practice it if you need to, but make sure that you're doing that on your corners, or at least keeping the ball. So it's 1-1, and it's the dying embers of the game. He came back to score with that corner header, as you guys saw, and I mean, I thought I was done. He gives away a free kick. I like these animations too. They're decent. Like they're a lot more real life. But he gets a yellow for that. And then, I mean, I don't really have anybody good to take free kicks, but make sure you go through your squad and figure out who has the best free kick stats. I mean, all you have to do is press R2 on the PlayStation. I think it's RT on the Xbox. And I mean, I just banged this. Like, I haven't practiced these at all, but I mean, it barred in. So I was well happy about that. Last second free kick goal. You know what? Let's take another look at it just for good measure. I mean, this is decent by all means. Like, this guy has garbage free kick stats and he puts it in off the post. Come on, we win the game. I'm pumped. That's another 1,400 coins, and that puts us. Let's see how many points that puts us on. I think that's 7 points in the division now. Oh, 10. Okay, so 10 points in the division. We're smashing it. One more win and we'll have won the title. That'll be another coin boost. So, at the beginning of the episode, I was kind of looking at the BPL side of things, and what really makes the team dangerous, I guess, at least for me, my style of play, is the wingers. And I need a fast winger that has at least 4-star skills, because that opens up so many more possibilities than compared to a fast player like Theo Walcott or even Sane, like the guy I packed. He only has 3-star skills. Both those players only have 3-star skills, so I'm trying to find a player with 4-star skills or better. And someone that comes to my head instantly that is fast from the BPL, plays on the wing, and is also physical and has 5-star skills is Yannick Bolasie. So at the end of this, I kind of treat myself to him. But this is where we're going to end this episode. Trust me, we're going to get more into the levels side of my technique on how to do well in FIFA without buying players and buying coins and buying FIFA points. But besides that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys next time.